Yeah, Mark, how about over to Illumio? Can you give us an example of a program you'd like to highlight?
Sure. We've been working for about a year and a half at Illumio with the Department of the Air Force and what they're calling CNAP, which is the Cloud Native Access Point, and that's their Zero Trust security stack. Interestingly enough, I know a few folks on the call are talking about ICAM, and that's important, and certainly that's one of the pillars of Zero Trust. But what we're finding working with the Air Force is that before they're implementing ICAM, it's actually more important, as maybe even Felipe said, to get the visibility first, right? I think Felipe at Fortinet coming at it from the network security focus on visibility. What we're doing at Illumio and with the Air Force is coming at it with visibility on the applications and workloads, so on the back end of the network, right? This is the area that most users don't see, right? Most people will log into a network, user to application, and then on the back end, all these things are happening that folks don't really know are going on, but is an attack vector. So what we're doing with the Air Force is we're giving that visibility. They're calling network discovery, right? And then they were starting to roll out microsegmentation with them. And interestingly enough, one of the Space Force customers, when we put Illumio onto the network, within 10 minutes, they were able to say unauthorized connections on a classified network that they didn't know that were there. They were able to shut those down, right, by turning some ports off. And then the ones that they needed to leave on, they were able to micro-segment. And then what we do is we create labels, and then IP addresses follow the labels. Traditionally, you have to keep track of the IP addresses, but those change on a regular basis. And the time that you try to keep track of that is also an attack vector for sophisticated attackers. So what we do is we have these labels where the IP address follows the labels, and then working with companies, in this case for the Air Force, it's AppGate, and they're actually then can reference our labels and not the IP addresses. So what they do is they dynamically adjust entitlements. So right away, we have the inside out, outside in, and now we've actually locked down the attack vector to prevent north, south, and east, west lateral movement. The long story short in that is the Air Force is getting much faster results by going through this approach and starting with visibility from the application and workload perspective, doing the micro segmentation, and then starting to do the network security stack.
Yeah.